first vote just happened and Serena went home, which is not good because Serena and I had an alliance. Serena and I thought we were going to vote for Caleb. We thought we had Pete. We didn't realize we didn't have the numbers. It might be Pete, it may not be Pete.
I knew that vote would determine if the people I'm working with are doing what they said. I don't know where that Emily vote came from. I'm not working with Emily per se, but I don't know where that vote came from. Somebody just threw a vote, I would guess. It wasn't me. I was with the Serena vote. And so definitely there are alliances being made, whether they're admitting it or not. And we are planning on using the few votes that came out for Caleb to bring him in, because he's going to need some shelter.
Oh, I can get loud.
I don't know how long we'll be able to do that. Hong, I like her, but you just can't work with everybody. I mean, we needed 6. I really thought we had 7. It's Survivor, so you've got to stay on your toes.
We just had our first tribal. I was definitely surprised to see my name come up, especially first. That like really makes you feel a little crazy. And it was just hard, no matter who is going. So everyone was like, it must have been Caleb or Serena, which is of course what you would say if you had voted for me. I do feel better. It was just one vote. And then it wasn't like some group decision to all put votes on me. Maybe someone felt close ties to both Caleb and Serena and that was their reason or something, but hopefully it won't come up again. I voted for Caleb. I had heard both Caleb and Serena. I had talked more with Serena and felt bad voting for her. I thought the majority was going with Serena, but I just couldn't vote for her.
I don't think I'm in an alliance yet right now. I definitely have players that I could see myself leaning towards that way. There's some stronger players, obviously, but I think I kind of want to keep my options open right now before it gets too intense. I can see, I guess, why people might have said Caleb, just because, I could see him being a little sneaky and playing the game a little harder than others, so I could definitely see not wanting him in, just because he's definitely playing to play. And I thought the same about Serena, so I guess it's probably good that she ended up getting out if she is a little more sneaky of a player.
Who's good at monkey bars?
Oh no. I'm good at monkey bars.
Okay.
I haven't been on any of those in a long time.
In a long time?
Yeah.
All about
Good seesawing.
monkey bar. Okay, so at the challenge, when we got the immunity idol, I noticed a little rolled up piece of paper between the legs of the idol, and I shoved it in my pants, and then I shoved it in my hat, so it's on my head right now. I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet. This also could be nothing, but I imagine it's not. Congrats, you found a note that contains info to the exact location of the hidden immunity idol. I hope nobody clocked any findings, because I don't think everybody here is as good at this as I am, because I noticed it right away. So I'm gonna leave it here because my underwear.
I'm thinking about some you, Vanessa, Troy, and then we have Josh. So that's 5. And then you see a message over the working Sam. I think that's 6.
And that leaves Susan, Sandy, Avanti, and Sanchez.
Susan Earth Angel,
So I want to protect her with my life.
Yeah.
Is there a world where we include her even in that bigger majority of 7?
We could. I could see that.
I came here with the idea that I'm going to vote anybody out. There's one winner here. It doesn't matter. They say blood is thicker than water, but so is yogurt. So.
All right, let's now bring in the members remaining from the Yotahala tribe. Serena voted out at the first tribal council. Sanjay, how do you feel about that?
Sucks. I feel really bad about it, especially because this. But yeah, I guess that's just how it goes. I don't know what the reason.
Will you be able to survive without her?
I'll try my best.
Okay, let's get to the immunity challenge. In this challenge, each tribe will be blindfolded except one player who will be your caller. That caller is responsible for helping the blind players find puzzle pieces on the ground. Once your tribe has all your puzzle pieces, the caller and one blindfolded tribe member must stack the pieces from the largest to the smallest. The first tribe to finish will win immunity. For Oneida, we have Sam calling and Gary sitting out. For Yotahala, Katie is going to be calling for immunity. Survivors ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go!
Josh, go to your right. Go straight in front of him. Sunshine.
Okay,
Straight.
keep going, guys. All right,
Straight ahead.
All right, go for it.
There.
That's it. Keep
Start looking down in front of you.
All right. I got it.
You get the purple one.
All right, guys. Down to the ground.
Katie, where at?
Down to the ground. Yeah, that's you. That's you. All right, got it. All right, guys. Pete, I'm sorry. Sam, where are you?
Hey, Sam.
All right, to the left. To the left. That's it. Yeah. All right, go forward. 5 paces.
Come straight in. All
All right, guys. Go to your right.
right, come on, Josh.
Yeah.
Let's go. Stay in. Left. 30 feet left.
Yeah.
Straight.
Are we near?
Right, Josh.
Sam, is this it? All right, guys.
Right, Josh.
All right, guys.
All right, drop the one, baby. You drop it.
Drop this. Sam,
Come
keep
straight
going.
in.
10 feet out. Oh, to your left. Go left. Caleb, go to the ground and go 5 paces forward.
Straight to your right.
Freeze here. Sunset, you follow. To your left. Right there. Sam, girls, to your left. To your left. Right there. Okay.
Straight in front of you.
All right, me.
Sunshine,
All
you're
right,
going 7 feet.
Oh,
Sunshine, back. Go back.
drop that line and go behind you guys.
All right, right there. Stop.
Over here.
Yes, right there. Wrong piece. Get the other one.
Sam, this line.
Josh, come on.
All right, Lee. All right, now go left. To left.
On the page, right there. Put it on top of it. Put it on top. Now put it on. Right, not
Lady,
back.
keep
Right
going
there,
forward.
Pick it up.
To your right a little
Yes.
bit.
All right, hold on.
All right, guys, keep going.
Up, right there. Your left hand. Right there.
Wait, guys, there's a piece there.
All
Where's
right,
it
good.
go?
Up, left hand
Guys,
up.
I think my
Left hand
piece
up, right
fell.
there.
Now go forward 3 paces.
No, your left. Down, towards the front of the table. Right there.
Right there. Yeah. All right, guys, go forward. Go forward. Now stop. Right on your right. Right by your right foot.
Oneida,
That's it. All right.
All right, guys. You guys are going back to tribal council. I'll give you guys some time to strategize.
I'm so sorry, guys.
You know, when we had the idol before, that was a really good, the idol hunt, we had a distraction to kind of look separately and start talking about how you feeling and what are you thinking and blah, blah, blah. So
What we were talking about was like, if they're here by themselves,
Yeah.
the other tribe, like in case we lose, we would rather have it instead of them have it.
Sure. Yeah.
So we figured, why don't we all just like spread out
and
try to look? Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Essentially, it's whoever you're talking to, so you're in an alliance with, unsurprisingly, but I know there's different talks of like, there was originally like just the very old like women versus men, which would not end up working. And then we're kind of just trying to not necessarily talk about alliances yet, but just go into who are the people that are like solid players, but they're not super like overly aggressive that they would, you know, threaten the team's dynamic in any way by like being very self-focused.
Tall, does anybody see anything on top of there?
I really like Susan. You know, I feel like Sandy could be an easy boot, but I don't want then like Shantelle, if she doesn't approach me, to like start getting those ladies' numbers. Because it's not going to be somewhere we've already all been hanging out, so it's not going to be on the table.
We don't know that,
You don't
do
think?
we?
No, because like someone could have found it.
Two different people approached me, you know, individually, so I think I have some alliances. Can't be for sure because I don't know how valid they are.
By them. Sure. I think they want to make it more.
Is it in the barbecue?
Some chicken.
So I'm really trying to find pockets that I can go up to these people and have these conversations, because I feel like I don't have enough information yet to really see what people are, who they're thinking for like their group and the possible first boot from our tribe if we do have to do that.
That's a big ass fucking bee. Sorry. Okay, so plan the hut. Here's what's happening. So we have Josh, who I'm really good with, and then we have Hoy, who I'm really good with, and then we have Gary and Louie. And I thought I was really good with those four, okay? I'd be the fifth one. Then Sam pulls me to the side and says that he's got a thing going on with Sandy and Susan.
Okay. So we good?
Yeah. Susan's out. I said a couple of words to her. Yeah, she's good. She's so sweet.
We're all getting towards the end. So we good?
Yeah, well, that's what you're
pretty good group.
I feel like I'm like the third wheel, or the fifth wheel. No, it's good. I like that.
So we in?
Yeah, definitely. Now I feel like I'm stuck between. So Sam thinks he has me. So it's gonna be Sam, Susan, Sandy. I hope I got their names right. Boy, and then he thinks he has Greg. He calls him Greg. It's Gary. How does he really know he has him? He doesn't even know his name. So I don't know how solid that alliance is, but I think that if I ride with them, I might be really tight with Hoy, and I think me and Hoy would pretty much be like at the top of that alliance.
I felt horrible. Like I felt so sad about it because in a way it's almost like the reason that she became a target is because we had to go up against each other, and I won this. And what really got me is that if I used this for me and her, she would be here now. But at the end of the day, it's an individual game too from the start, and literally maybe a couple challenges on it would have made more sense, but that was the first thing. If I didn't do that, they're all she's out, she's out, and that literally makes no sense. I am saved for one tribal and that's it.
That's the issue. The girls, they were just right there, and they were all where is it? And I'm like, if you had the purple, you should have had the yellow. Yeah. That plain and simple.
There is an alliance. As of now, it's me, Mark, and Pete, and then the other two spots are up for grabs.
I really feel good with this group, and I think Eddie will stay with us.
Yeah. I'm feeling confident about that group.
Sarah will stay with us. Emily.
But then I was also approached by Eddie, and he wants to kind of do a all guys stick together thing. And so I don't really know where it's gonna go. I'm happy to be in good graces with Mark, and looking forward to that chat.
We need Eddie. I think we should put out.
I'm not opposed to that idea.
And now it's mostly Caleb. I feel like he volunteered to be the caller and then stepped down. I was a little confused last time.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
just so I can.
I felt bad, but it was just a bad luck.
Yeah.
Last tribal, he also got the second most votes, so we're kind of basing it on that. I think Katie, her name came up, but I think she's a really good player, so I'm gonna keep her around a little longer.
Yeah, I felt that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably who I was thinking next time.
We did well. It was just we missed one block at the end.
Well, it was tough. We were in that direction and we just missed and headed in a different direction. We got the second one, but it just took us. It was that one that was off to the left. Yeah. I think we were heading towards. So I think it's too early, and it's a weird structure, and that everybody's still around each other, and you haven't seen groups pair off or peel off yet. So I haven't seen alliances, and that either means there are none or that I'm in a really bad spot.
Something I noticed right off the bat is everyone looks physically sad and defeated. Definitely, more so than the last time. Emily, do you want to speak about that?
Yeah, I think it's hard to lose the second one. The first one, you're yeah, we got this, and then you lose again, and it brings you down again, especially with the fast pace of this just weekend-long game. I think we will get the morale up for the third challenge.
Katie, how do you feel about your position in that challenge since you were the caller?
It's a risk to be the caller, honestly, and I knew that going on, which is why immediately I wasn't the first person to jump up, but I don't know, I thought I'd just take it on and see, hopefully for the best?
I mean, we found our blocks. We just didn't make it back.
Caleb, you got 3 votes last tribal council from what I read. How do you feel about that, knowing that at least 2 of these people voted for you?
Make it sound like it was a newspaper article. The votes from. It doesn't feel good, but it could be just 2 of the people here. We don't know. I run the map. You do. But it doesn't feel good, and it doesn't feel good today because I thought I did fine on this challenge, but that those 3 votes hang over like a guillotine, almost waiting for it to drop.
Do you think you're going to hear your name again?
I just hope I'm not here. I don't hear more than someone else does.
Eddie, what are you going to base your vote compared to the last time? Is it liability? Is it trust? Challenges?
At this point, it's more of his liability or weaknesses that we've all kind of gathered. We've gathered this information from the 2.5 challenges that we've had. So I think that's what I'll base my vote on.
How about you? What are you going to base your vote on?
I think it's about what's making sure that we're not back here. So doing a very strength-based approach and figuring out what's going to make our team better when we come back.
Mark, is it hard seeing Louis just do so well in the game and you're over here on the losing side 3 times in a row?
Oh, yeah, it's a little hard, but at least I beat him on a one-on-one challenge. So I got that.
That is a win. A personal win, but it's a win. Right? Alright, so we're going to get to the vote. But before we vote, I'm going to give all of you guys a chance to speak once again. Does anyone have anything that they would like to say that may help their game right now?
I'll speak up. I didn't do well in the first challenge. I cut myself flipping that stupid board over, and it messed up. I don't think we've hit the point in the game where my strengths come into play in sort of the puzzle aspect. And I hope that I stick around long enough to see that. Help you guys go further.
Okay. And with that, we will start the voting.
Ken, hate to do it.
I hate to write this name down because I think you're very nice, but again, I have to go with the majority. At least what I think is the majority.
Tried her best. I appreciate it. Hopefully it's you, not me.
Alright guys, if anyone has the hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to use it. Alright, I will read the votes. First vote, Katie. Second vote, Caleb. Third vote, Caleb. That's 2 votes Caleb, 1 vote Katie. Fourth vote, Caleb. Fifth vote, Caleb. That's 4 votes Caleb, 1 vote Katie. The next vote and the second person voted out of Survivor New York, Blood vs. Water, Caleb. You'll need to bring me your torch.
Guys.
Caleb, the tribe has spoken.
Be nice to my mom.
Happy to go. Alright guys, that vote was a lot more unified than last time. Hopefully this unification will steer you in the right way to winning the next challenge. Good luck. Next time on Survivor New York, the castaways compete in a fan-favorite challenge from Season 2.
Right!
And the castaways learn some shocking news. Both tribes are going to be going to tribal council. 2 people will be voted out of this game, 1 person from each tribe.
My heart fell into my ass.
It stinks to be voted out second. I had a mistake in the first immunity challenge where I lost to my mother, and I think that impression stuck with people more so than any of the connections that I had built. So it could have used maybe a little more time, been a little friendlier with other people, but had a great time, and hopefully I can do this again. And